My house is a total dump fire right now. It is trashed. Ever since we've been back from vacation, we all got sick. A couple of the members of the family had you know what, and the rest of us were just sick but testing negative. And everything has just been piling up everywhere. Every single area that I look is just a mess and it's driving me crazy. I had no motivation to keep up with things, but I think that my house feeling like this is making me feel worse. So right now I have about 30 minutes, maybe 40 minutes to quickly get some things done. And then when we get back from picking up my son from football, I am going to continue, and I really want to get this house deep cleaned as much as possible between the next couple of days. So come along with me if you want to see what the house is looking like right now. It's actually very embarrassing. It has not looked like this in a long time, but I think it's making me feel worse, so I don't even want to clean because it's just too overwhelming. So we're gonna do what we can to get things tidied up and deep cleaned in this house. First is just take the table and clear off what we don't need here. And again, I don't have a lot of time, but I wanna at least get some stuff cleared off before I start cleaning. Now I have things like this from vacation that I don't even know what to do with. So I think I'm going to store them in the beach bag until, I think these are towel clips. I think I'm going to store them in the beach bag so at least I know where they are when we do go to the beach. So that'll be easy enough to do. 2 pairs of sunglasses. I'll probably just leave it in the car. These are trash. I did a lot of freezer meals last week, but I don't ever use the tops. It just takes up too much space in the freezer. So those are trash. These need to be filed. They're forms for football. This, I think, can go into the mail pile. This needs to go back to the library. Just everything in this house feels dirty to me. I have not, if you can believe it, I have not mopped my floors in almost 3 weeks. It just feels so gross in here. The floors are definitely going to be done today, so I'm just going to wipe everything onto the floors, and that will make sure that I actually clean my floors today because I can't take it anymore. And what's going on with the sugar and the flour is these bins, I didn't have enough room in the bins that I keep the flour and the sugar in, so those are just the extras. So I'm trying to go through the bags before the containers that I store it in. So I'd actually forgotten how much clutter actually can affect your mental health because it's been a long time since I've had this much random stuff sitting around in my house everywhere I looked. And it wasn't only what you're seeing today, it's also my basement, which I use multiple times a day. That's a complete disaster, and it still is. I still haven't had the time to go down there, but all of it combined was just way too much, and it was making me feel depressed. I didn't even know where to start. That's how much stuff I had laying around. And I think I picked up these dishwasher caps, but I think I'm going to store them under the sink for now. I got them from Blue Land. I haven't used them yet, so I don't know how they work. But I did not buy the container to store them in, so I think I'm just going to put them under the sink for now. When my other container empties out, I will put them into there. So once this is empty, I will just store them in there. But for now, I think I can put them in here. just to kind of get them off the kitchen table. The kitchen is the one area that I keep clean. I mean, obviously I wipe down the counters every day, but I still need to wipe down the appliances. So on this day, I had about 30 to 40 minutes before I had to go pick up my son from football to just try to get some of the clutter and the mess picked up. When we came back from vacation, I had bought several new things that I just didn't have a place for, and I still don't. They're still sitting in the basement, but a lot of them were sitting up in the main area of the house, which was just driving me absolutely crazy. So if you've been watching me for any length of time, you might have heard me say before that we have several different projects in the works, and two of them are almost done. So last weekend, my husband and our fathers went out and built a trench in the backyard. We had to get a trench digger because we've had a lot of flooding over the last couple of years into the basement, which has caused a lot of problems. So they did that. All of that is done and complete. And this weekend that I'm doing this voiceover, we are actually working on the bathroom. So I'll be showing you guys that soon. I wasn't able to film a lot of like the demo and doing everything just because our bathroom is so small, which you'll see a little bit later on. And it would have been impossible for me to get the camera in there and do all of the filming with everyone trying to work. It's hard in there with even two people at once. So I will show you a picture a little bit later just of some of the demolition that we did. I cannot believe how dirty everything was behind the vanity and the toilet and just underneath the flooring that we had to pull up. When we first moved into the house, there was some laminate flooring down and we put some sticky tiles over it, and those have been there for, I don't know, at least 14 years. So they definitely needed to be changed. It felt so good to be able to rip everything out and clean everything. We also found that there was a leak behind the sink vanity, so it was really good to get that out of there and get all new stuff in there. It feels so, so good. It's almost done. Today we're going to be doing the painting. So I will definitely be showing you what this looks like very soon. So this was a great reminder for me to remember to use those small pockets of time to get done what I'm able to, even if it's only 15, 20, 30 minutes, it doesn't matter. Just using whatever little bits of time you have can make a significant difference in how your house looks and feels. Over those couple of weeks, I'd kind of stopped doing all of that. I stopped doing my 15-minute cleanups. I stopped using small times to just get areas cleaned up, and this was the result, a complete disaster that I had to then spend hours again on the house doing, which I haven't done in a couple of years. Now, if this had been a couple of years ago, the house would have looked much, much worse. I understand that. It could have looked worse, but for me, it was causing a massive amount of anxiety, just having all of these items around that I didn't have a place for. So like I said, I still have to come down and do the basement, but at least the upstairs was done on this day and I was able to relax, and then I've been able to again keep up with all of the things that need to be kept up with. And here is where the kitchen ended up after a little bit of time. Everything is wiped down. I still need to do the floors, and there's still more to the kitchen that I want to get done. But I'm just showing you really quickly what I was able to get done, and it really didn't take me that long. As I said, I've been keeping up with the kitchen a lot because I do a lot of cooking, but it was still messy and not as clean as I would have liked it, and there was still a lot of things just sitting around, so it felt good to get it all picked up. So it may be hard to tell in the bathroom here that it doesn't look like there's a ton of things out, and there's not, because we really don't keep too much out on the countertops. As I said, it's a really small bathroom. There's 4 of us using it, so we really need to keep things tucked away. But it was dirty. It had been about a week and a half since I did a full deep clean on it, which again, occasionally, yes, I'll wipe down the countertops or the toilet throughout the week, but I had not done that at all. So it was really, really grungy, and it felt good to finally get it cleaned. Like I said, we're in the process of doing the bathroom this weekend. So this entire bathroom got torn apart. This vanity is gone. The flooring is gone. The cabinet above the toilet is gone. All of that is being replaced. I'm actually not going to put a vanity above the toilet. I'm just going to do some open shelving there for decorative items. But I cannot wait to show you the final result of the bathroom. All right, done with the bathroom. It looks so much better. I cannot even believe that I waited that long to do it. That is not like me. I have been really good the last couple of years, but for whatever reason, and I had already done the floors before I did anything else, just because I had my mop out. We were given these tests because we had just recently gone through all of ours. So I'm going to see how many fit in this drawer where I keep them. And then I can get ready to box. These go into the bathroom. All right, and I just wanted to say for any of you who have watched my channel for a while, know that we've talked about switching our bedrooms. We are going to be swapping with my middle son very soon. It's actually the next project up now that the outside work is done and our bathroom is going to be completed this weekend. Our bedroom swap is the next thing to happen. Thankfully, I am so excited to finally do that. Just know that it is going to take a little bit more time because I do want to buy all new furniture before we go into the new room. I'm planning on buying a new bed frame, mattress, and some matching nightstands. Next week I'll be posting a video cleaning my room, and you're going to see just how small my room is if you haven't already seen that. But it's very small right now. We have all used furniture. I've never bought new furniture for my bedroom. It's never been a priority. We always worried about what the kids had, and the rest of the house and our bedroom has always just kind of been the last thing to even deal with. So I cannot wait to finally get a bigger bedroom. It's not massive, but it'll be plenty of space for us, and just get some matching furniture to make it look finally like a nice bedroom for us. I think it's way past due. So now I'm just trying to get those areas that get neglected sometimes, like behind the couch, next to the couch. Our dog sheds a lot, so we have tons of dog hair and dust that accumulates back there. So it was good to really get back there and get those spots. And the rest of the living room is not that big. It's pretty easy to pick up and wipe down. It doesn't take very long at all. It just had to be done. So I ended up taking the kids school shopping this weekend because school starts for them next week, and I definitely underestimated how much I needed to budget. I was definitely under by about $400 to $500 for how much I actually budgeted for. I didn't realize that my middle son had grown out of so many of his clothes. It's been a while since we've gone through and done a big declutter in his room. So I will show you that later at some point in another video. We got rid of about 3 big trash bags full of his clothes. So he wasn't lying when he said he needed some more clothes. And I didn't go crazy. He certainly wanted a lot more than I got him. But they both needed new shoes. One of my sons is in a trade school, so he ended up needing work boots. And they both need shoes for sports and things like that. So I definitely underestimated the budget this year. So next year I know I need to save a little bit more. But as far as like actual school supplies, I think I did pretty good. We really didn't buy much. Their school lists aren't as big as when they were little for some reason. Now it's just some notebooks, some folders, and that's about it. Maybe a couple pens, pencils, and colored pencils. But beyond that, they don't really need too much for school. Okay, I am just going to donate these shoes here. I don't ever wear them. I bought the white ones thinking I was going to like them. I just don't like how they look. So I got a different pair. So I'm going to donate the white shoes and those sandals. This is another area I would love to spruce up at some point in the house. It's just a really small entryway, but I would like to try to come up with something to make it look a little bit cozier and more comfortable when you first walk into the house. I don't have a ton of options, and all of these things are really hard for me, not being like an interior designer. I don't always know what's the best thing to get. This little spot has been there for probably a couple of weeks now, and I just keep looking at it thinking that I need to get that taken care of. So let's just do that now, I suppose. So I can stop thinking about it when I see it. And the rest we'll do tomorrow in the trash can. So I was not able to get the trash cans clean the next day, but I did end up taking them out yesterday. I sprayed them all down. It was a beautifully sunny day, so I sprayed them all down, let them sit for a while. Then I came back and scrubbed them with an old sponge and toothbrush, really cleaned them up and left them out to dry. And then I was able to bring it in and it's nice and clean. Okay, it's nice and clean now. I have a new little packet to throw in there that just sits in there like that. It kind of helps to absorb some of the odors, like new. And then thankfully I was able to get to the point where I was able to get the floors cleaned. I cannot even believe how dirty this water was. It was so gross. So gross, in fact, that I ended up having to go back the second day and doing it again just to make sure that I was able to get everything up. But unfortunately now, after doing the bathroom this weekend, the entire house has been trashed again. We've gotten most of it picked up, but I definitely have to go through and give the floors a really good clean and scrub again. But it felt good to finally get them done. Like I said, it was about 3 weeks since I had done the floors, and you can really tell when you're walking around when a floor is dirty. So it was driving us all crazy. It felt so much better to finally get it done. Just a little reminder, if you do enjoy my videos, I would really appreciate it if you could subscribe to the channel and like the videos. It really just does help out the channel quite a bit, and I would really appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, do you see the color of that water? I can't even believe how dirty these floors were. So I'm probably going to clean up the machine tonight and then do this again tomorrow. That is how dirty they are. Okay, and then this suitcase, the large one here, we borrowed from my in-laws for the vacation. So I'm gonna get this out of my kitchen and put it somewhere where I can get it back to them. And then that is our like bathroom bag. I'll put that with the other suitcases downstairs. I think I'll be storing them in my son's old room for now, up until we are able to get that room organized. All right, so those shoes I'm going to donate. The suitcase is going to be going, and the other one there will be going into the basement. But at least for now, this house feels so much better. I cannot even explain to you. Obviously, the duster's going to go back in the basement, but everything is clean. The floors feel so much cleaner. I've got to start dinner, but I was able to get quite a bit done for today, and then maybe even after dinner I will keep going. I do need to do the bathroom, and my bedroom is a disaster as well. But I really just need to get dinner started for tonight. So I will let you know if I get any more done. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching, and we will do the rest next week. All right, see you later. Bye.